Okay, so let's walk through hosting a game. So as mentioned in the games settings tutorial, the first thing you want to do is you want to just make sure that your game name location and your artist display, your artist title display, and your game pattern are all set to display in the correct area of the extended screen. So once again, you only need to do this if you are running an extended screen. So once you've got that set, click save. Now, it's not the end of the world if you forget to do this and you start the game and you realize that you've got to switch the locations of the game name and the artist title display. You can just come back into game settings while the game is going on, change the settings, save them, and it will dynamically update to the extended screen. So now we've got that set. Our next step is to set the pattern. So what pattern is going to be the winner for this round? So we've got horizontal lines, we've got vertical lines, we've got diagonal lines, we've got corners, and we've got full house. Okay, so basically set your game, your winning pattern, and click save. Once again, if you forget to do this and you start the game, you can simply come back in while the game's running, select set pattern, change the pattern, save it, and it will dynamically update. Okay, so the next step is to select your playlist, and we're going to select the demo playlist we created earlier. And this playlist has got 27 songs. Now you can shuffle the entire playlist just by clicking the shuffle button. You can move songs up. You can move songs down. You can move songs to the top. Oh, I hit the bottom. Well, you can move songs to the bottom. That's just put Thunderstruck at the bottom there. You can move songs to the top. You can order your playlist this way. Now, the shuffle and the up and down, top, bottom buttons will be displayed until you click Start Game. Once you click Start Game, then the buttons disappear and the order is locked in. Now, if you are using digital game, you click Start Digital Game, and that will create the game code and open up the join window. So if you had an external screen or extended screen set up, this would be displayed maximized on the extended screen automatically. You don't have to drag it across or anything. But because I don't have a extended screen set up, it's just displaying on my single monitor. So I'm going to scan that code now. Right, and it's going to ask me to enter my name and select how many cards I want. So I'm going to do that. Now when I hit the join button, you'll see the player requests come through. There we are. And now you can accept or deny the player request. Now this screen, this little window here, is a floating window. You can drag it anywhere, and it doesn't interfere with the main window. So you can still come through, you can be changing the order of your playlist, whatever you want to do while this window is open. So I'm going to accept, and now I've got my cards, and I'm going to close this window. Now, in the event that you receive another join request after you close that little window, don't worry, the system will automatically recreate the window and you can accept or deny any further join requests. The next step is to open the game window if you are running an extended window. So if you're broadcasting up to big screens in the venue, just click open game window. Once again, this will automatically detect the extended screens and put this screen up on the extended screens automatically. You don't have to drag. It just does this, puts it in full screen mode for you automatically. So that's the extended screen or the game window. So we're going to come back to our play game dashboard. So now we've got everything set up. We've got our game settings. We've got our pattern set. We've got our playlist loaded and ordered in the way we want it. We've started our digital game. So all we need to do now, and we've also opened our game window, so all we need to do now is start game. So once you start game, you'll notice you've got 4 buttons that appear. You've got play, pause, next, fade to next, and check winner. Now you don't have to come up and click these buttons. You can hit the hotkeys. So P is play, pause, so you can hit P to pause, P to play, P to pause, P to play. Next is a hard cut to the next song. So basically it just stops it right where it is and brings the next song in. Fade to next will give a 1-second fade, and then it will load the next song. And check winner, we'll look at that a little bit later. That will allow you to check the winning card if somebody calls out bingo. Okay, so you can see that the artist title is being displayed up the top on the dashboard screen. We're just going to move on to the next song. When we look at our game window, this is what the player will see. You see that after the set period of time, the artist title will be displayed, the game name will be displayed, and the winning pattern will be displayed. So this is what the player sees. Check winner, so press W to check winner, type in the card number and hit check. Now obviously it's no bingo because we haven't replayed that many songs, and this is what is displayed on the game window. Okay, so it will show the songs that the player got, but it hasn't matched the pattern. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move through quickly until I get a bingo on my digital card, and then I'll show you how that works when somebody calls bingo from the digital card. Okay, so I've got a bingo on my digital card. So now I'm going to press my call bingo button, and you can see that the bingo call has come up. It shows the time, who called it, the card number, the issued cards, and you can check for bingo. So basically, I had card number 1 active and showing when I called bingo. Now, for example, if card number 2 was the actual bingo, the system will check and see if card number 1 has bingo because that was active. Now, if that isn't bingo, it will automatically check card 2 for the bingo. So it will automatically check all the issued cards to that player for that game for the bingo. It does that automatically. On the gameplay window, you can see the bingo alert has come up here. Another thing to note is, once again, this window is also a floating window and doesn't interfere with the main play game dashboard. So when the bingo call comes up, you can just move this around out of the way. You can click pause to pause the video playback, announce that somebody's called bingo, and then do the check bingo. All right, so we're going to go check bingo, and it is a bingo. So we're going to show you what it looks like on the extended screen. This is what the players will see. It will display the card, show the winning pattern, lovely music will play, and that's that. Once you've done your bingo check, click clear and close. This will remove the bingo alert from all the mobile devices, because when somebody hits their call bingo button, all the mobile devices get a bingo alert. So this will clear and close that bingo alert on the mobile phones. So end check will just simply end the playback of the bingo winner. End check and change to full house. This is the way that we run our gigs, is that first we run a line prize, so either a vertical, horizontal, diagonal, corners, whatever. Then when somebody calls bingo and wins on that, then we play those same cards on to full house. And so by clicking this, it will just automatically change the game pattern to full house and go on again. There's nothing stopping you from going back into set pattern and changing to any other pattern and continuing on, or you might just wish to end the game there. So we're going to click end check. And that's basically how we run the digital game. Another very important thing is to hit stop game as soon as possible once the game is completed, because what this will do is it will send a message to all the mobile devices. So if you're running a digital game, it will send a message to all the mobile devices saying the game is over. It will clear the local storage on the mobile device for that game. It will reset your queues and make everything all nice and clean for the next game.